I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 378, Part 4. In a conversation with an Andhra visitor, Sri Bhagavan quoted from the Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 6, verse 26, Maharshi, again for jnana. Though over and over the fickle mind, all restlessness a wandering goes, still over and over let him regain control and poise it back in self. In an interaction with an Andhra visitor, Ramana Maharshi quotes chapter 6, verse 26 of the Bhagavad Gita about jnana. This verse speaks of the challenge faced by every meditator, the restless nature of the mind. Even seasoned practitioners of meditation and self-inquiry encounter the mind's tendency to wander. This verse provides guidance on how to address this inevitable distraction. The Bhagavad Gita acknowledges the inherent restlessness of the mind. It is described as fickle and prone to wander. This is a natural aspect of the human condition. Recognizing this tendency is the first step in spiritual practice. The repetition of over and over emphasizes persistence. It acknowledges that bringing the mind back to focus isn't a one-time task, but an ongoing process. This repetition can be seen as a form of practice in itself, training the mind gradually to abide in stillness. Regaining control is about redirecting the mind from distractions back to its true nature. It's a gentle, persistent effort to bring attention back to the self, the core of our being. Control here does not imply force or suppression, but rather a skillful redirection. Posing the mind back in the self means anchoring it in its source, which is pure consciousness, or the Atman. This aligns perfectly with Ramana Maharshi's teachings on self-inquiry, Atma Vichara. He taught that by constantly asking, "Who am I?" and tracing the I thought back to its source, you can transcend the mind's distractions and realize the self. Ramana Maharshi emphasized that the mind's nature is to wander, and it should not be a cause for discouragement. He advised that each time the mind strays, it should be gently brought back to the inquiry or the object of meditation. This process is akin to a mother bringing back her child who has wandered away. Ramana often said, the mind is like a thief who pretends to be a policeman to catch the thief himself. In other words, the mind creates the distractions and also tries to fix them. True control is recognizing the illusory nature of the mind and abiding in the self. For a practitioner, this verse encourages patience and persistence. Each time you notice the mind has wandered, gently bring it back without frustration or judgment. Over time, this practice builds the capacity for sustained focus and deeper meditation. It aligns perfectly with Ramana Maharshi's teachings that realization of the self comes through consistent and gentle self-inquiry, not through force or suppression. This verse from the Bhagavad Gita and Ramana Maharshi's teachings both highlight the importance of perseverance and gentle redirection of the mind towards its true nature, fostering a deeper connection with the self through sustained practice. So, know yourself and be always free and at peace. The book, Who Am I with Comments, is my take on these early teachings of Ramana Maharshi. It's available on Amazon, free to Kindle subscribers. A link is in the video notes. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment